Hello there, welcome to Disney Kind of Life, and we're at Megacon. I know we do a lot of theme park stuff, but we love pop culture, as you know. We love doing Megacon every year, so this is our coverage of Megacon. We're kind of going to jam all 4 days of action into just one video. Going to try to interview some artists. We're going to try to interview some booths that we find that we enjoy, and we hope you enjoy it. So typically, if we find the actual artists in the booth, we like to interview them and kind of hear what their inspirations are. We'll check out the Roosevelt booth, action figures, pop culture, and maybe we'll sneak some video of any of the celebrities that we happen to see. So let's get into Megacon and let's start the show. Let's go. And as you come into Megacon, there's the Roosevelt booth just kind of staring you in the face with its usual crowd of people. And we're walking through the Roosevelt booth, and of course, as usual, you're going to get exclusives with the Roosevelt booth. These are not exclusives. Exclusives are hiding over here. You got a Stranger Things win right up there. We also got Moana, a full panel right up here. You know that I'm all about the panels, so I got to get a panel. Thinking about this one right here. You can't see it, now you can see it. The Moana one is great. Look at that, it's beautiful. Gotta get this beautiful, magnificent specimen on the channel. He's, pay attention. And I see Yoshi coming into view. Let's go grab Yoshi over here. I'm gonna get a selfie thing with Yoshi. Whoa, you look great. I'm gonna get in here for one of these. Hey, it's a selfie but video version. You look amazing. And let me get one over here on the Star Wars side. Look at that, another one looking amazing. Love you all, looking great. Just walking around the Megacon floor. First day of the con, always the best day to walk around and actually catch stuff. And just like before, we'll just kind of show you some of the booths that we run into, maybe some of the artists we run into, some of our friends we run into. Megacon's a lot different than our theme park content because you just never know what's going to go on at a convention and how the weekend's going to go, and we're just getting started, so we're completely energized. Let's see what's in front of us here. We're making our way over to Artist Alley, and we're going to try to see who we can run into at Artist Alley in here. I don't think I'm going to have a problem finding Aaron Leffler's booth. Look at all the Roosevelts in front of this booth. Aaron's going to be back in here. You see a lot of the Roosevelt people always taking selfies with each other. I'm going to weasel my way in here and see how many people that I find. I'm going to go for a long line. Over here at the Aaron Leffler booth. That's it. Look at everybody here. It's a Disney kind of life for everybody in front of Aaron Leffler's booth. Yeah. I told you these cats are crazy here. I don't even know if I can get into her booth. She's got quite the crowd over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to bug her later, definitely. But this is Artist Alley. As you can see, this is just row 1 of Artist Alley. We're definitely gonna take you in for some closer look at some of the other artists. It looks like Jimmy Mulligan's right over here. I don't see him in his booth today, but we'll definitely stop by and say hi to him during the week. Artist Alley is always crowded, and here's a little bit of ambiance of crowd at Megacon, day 1. Looks like I found Professor X here. Always cool to see a Professor X. Check out this guy. Hopefully he doesn't take my face. No, I don't think it's a good face. Yeah, I think you got a good face already. Yeah, that's awesome. You look amazing. Thank you. Kind of like the vibe of this booth. Kind of like the way that this all looks. The target's called Proton Factories, I believe. Got some stickers for sale. Might have to pick some up. Here's the QR code I'll put on screen for you all. You got Bluey and Bingo over here. Once again, there's the QR code if you're watching. You can scan that. Kind of like the Eddie back there. You guys see Eddie? And of course the turtles. We all know we love the turtles. Really cool vibe. So I'm here with the artist Matthew of Proton Factories, and I gotta say I really love your vibe, man. You want to like give us a little blurb about like what inspired you, because this stuff's cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I just I don't know, I just draw what I like, and then yeah, I've always been My nickname was Proton since the 8th grade.
That's awesome.
Because I was told I was a positive guy, and so then I just draw positive artwork. So
I got to say, my favorite one, now there's a lot of favorite ones. Anyone who watches the channel knows we love horror nights and we love horror stuff. So I see a Michael Myers pin, but I don't see the Michael Myers print.
I don't have a print, but I will say that the pin does glow in the dark.
Oh,
so.
that might be good for horror nights.
And I have socks.
Oh, I didn't even see the socks. So we may have to pick the socks up. So I'm going to show you a couple more of his items, but here's the Michael Myers socks. And then Jaws is like my favorite movie of all time. So, hey, Matthew, I really appreciate you spending some time with us today.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Kind of crossing over from the artist section of Megacon into the toy section of Megacon. The anime section's way down over there. And we're just kind of entering the merchandise kind of toy area away from the artist now. Let's see what we get into around here. And we found one of our favorite booths, Comics on Coffee. If you guys haven't tried their stuff, I definitely suggest trying them. And they have tea now. These are your tea ones right here, right? The Lord of the Rings? Yeah, so I highly suggest Superman or Batman if you're going to pick one of the characters. Batman's black coffee, typically. Superman's got like a little bit of a chocolate taste. Let's pause on them right here. Highly recommend though. We like this stuff. The Joker one's cool if you want to try something a little different with the blueberries. Definitely when you open these things, you're going to smell the different flavors in them. Again, here they are. They're at a lot of cons. This is, of course, Megacon, but they're at a lot of different cons throughout the year.
It's so tiny.
I found the latest X-Men.
I'm a trainee.
Training, okay.
Chuck's not really letting me get fully on board.
You know, I just saw him rolling around over there.
He came by. I said, "Is it okay if I wear this?" He said, "Keep up, keep up some good work," and maybe he gave me a small glimmer of hope.
Yeah, but I got to think your good work definition's different than Professor Xavier's definition of good work.
Chuck's a hard man to read.
All right, well, give me a goofy face. Pretty cool outfit over here. There we go. He just looked this way. Pretty cool. Of course, you got your official merchandise booth where you can buy pins, t-shirts, limited edition Funkos. The line's a little long always on first day. Here's some of the Funkos hiding back there. I see 11. Spider-Man, all sorts of fun stuff. Take you for a little tour of the Scott Martini booth. We always love checking this stuff out when we come to cons and find them. Take you for a quick spin around the booth at Megacon. Scott Martini, you know I love the Jaws one and the Mars Attacks one, but we all know that I don't have my shirt on today, but there's my favorite. Let's get all the Universal monsters, why not? Hey everyone, we're over at the Plastic Pizza booth, which we kind of showed you last year, and we found some really cool art. We got a Space Rabbit Studio, and I actually am lucky enough to have the artist here. So I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. This is Cooney and Wendy. I want you to tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind these pieces because I love these things. So I think you were telling me that the pieces here were glass?
Yeah.
So you want to give me a little facts about like how you came about this or what they're about? Give the viewers a little tidbit into it.
So simple backstory for this character is it comes from a place called Planet Somewhere, stumbled upon Earth, fall in love with human and decided to stay here a little bit longer to observe what human behavior is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I cannot tell you guys on camera like how these really look. Don't touch them. I'm going to do my best not to touch them, but those are real glass on the helmet, so they're really awesome. So
the whole toys are resin casting, and then I painted all of them, and then the glass, the mask is the actual glass.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Wendy and Cooney. I really appreciate you guys. All right, we are going into the Star Wars section of Megacon, which is always a treat. Star Wars Town, as we call it. You're going to get a lot of 501st Legion people in here, a lot of cosplayers in here, a lot of looks like a lot of dedicated people to the Empire over here.
What are you doing here in Mos Medina?
We got an ATST here. You can say ADAP, but you can't say ATSTA, so I just say ATST.
R2.
R not.
How about you? What are you doing here?
We got a cantina over here.
Oh, wow.
If you come to Megacon on Friday or Thursday, it's the best time to come check this place out because there's not really a lot of people here. On Saturday, this place will be packed.
But anyway, everybody, these are the Southern R2 builders. They also build
We got some activities going on here.
other stuff. They are part of our Super 7 group.
We got the bar over here. Let's see what kind of characters we got around here. I'm going to take you around for a quick tour of the Star Wars town. I see DJ Rex over here, next to Han and Carbonite.
That's what we're doing here today in Most Regina.
We got the Joretica.
We've got friends wandering around with little buckets. You can fill them up with paper money. You guys have it.
I see a Pyramid Head. He's in the wrong universe, but he looks
Some
cool.
of it, you might as well
You might see him on screen right around there.
At least you know it's going to a good cause. All right, Miss
A lot of cosplayers in the area.
Town center, that's right. That is the tower right there in the center of town. That's
Got
why
some
it's called
cosplayers
Town
around
Center.
here.
That's it. Yep. She's got a bucket.
Looks like we got an announcer. Oh, here's R2, BB-8.
Something green. I need to come up with something else. I guess that's green milk. Is that green milk color? There
And we got a little speeder over here.
Anyway, we've got raffles going on. You can go in there and see those lovely ladies sitting down in that window.
It's quite noisy around there.
And just say hello.
Got a Lothal cat.
Oh,
You never know. Is this like Horror Nights where the Jawa's just going to stand up and scare me? You never know. I don't trust the Jawas. Never trust the Jawa.
pretty sure that something happened.
Got a Gonk Droid over here, a red Gonk
Way
Droid.
over here on the other side of Most Regina.
Always cool and well recommended to come over here.
Through the town.
All right, so I'm wandering around the Star Wars galaxy, and I think you guys might be in the wrong galaxy, but here's Wanda and Doctor Strange. I love your guys' work. Don't hassle the Star Wars people too much. You know, they don't really know what's going on with the multiverse. Looks like the dialects are a little bit out of control from the Doctor Strange booth. They're just kind of breaking away out of there. So you can see all the different dialects and Doctor Strange stuff behind me. The dialects are kind of out of control over here though. Even got the phone booth back there. Pretty cool Ghostbusters area here. Should I ask them where Dana's at? You think they'll know? Really cool area. So can anyone tell me where Dana's at? Dana? There we go, we got one. Thanks for entertaining us. All right, everybody, I found a very special guest. This is Nate, Mr. Pagey, Mr. Morrow.
Hey friends.
Let's see, how well can I do it, Nate? Rate my hey friends. Hey friends.
Hey friends.
Hey friends. Anywho's, I got a question for you, all right?
All right.
It's a very important question. We're here at the Roosevelt's booth at Megacon. I want to know which exclusive this weekend is your favorite. Which one are you looking forward to most?
I'll be the one. Wait. I almost said something I'm not even supposed to say.
It's okay. I can edit this. It's not live.
Oh, maybe one that's coming Saturday, maybe?
Oh, you know.
I'll say Saturday.
Unfortunately, I will not edit this before Saturday, so you're all going to know what he just talked about, and it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, well,
Wink.
you're good.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I can't wait to see it. As always, Nate, pleasure to see you.
Yeah,
Thanks for entertaining. Heading into Megacon. Got the Luffy outfit on. And we're over at the Roosevelt line, which of course is Insanity on today. Today is the Floral Day and Haunted Mansion. All sorts of activity around here. In fact, the line's way back over there. We are in the line. Well, Emma's in the line. I'm just kind of scouting out and seeing who I can see around here. And it goes all the way over here. Let's see who we can find in line. We got all sorts of insiders in the line. We got Christian over here. What's up, buddy? Look at the line for the exclusive today. Always a fun time at Megacon with all the insiders. Look at that line. It's amazing. All for shirts. Let's find the end of the line. The end of the line for Roosevelt's. It's always a party back here. Let's see who we got back here. End of the line.
End of the line.
Yeah, I hand painted all this.
Boba Fett without his helmet on. I know I'm breaking a lot of hearts right here, but that's what he looks like.
These are a little brighter.
What's up?
But yeah, but all this, everything.
All right, everyone, as part of a Megacon experience and actually a lot of con experiences with Roosevelt's, you get the pleasure to hang out with Pizza Beard Party himself, Jake, and he actually hosts pizza parties. Jake, I'm not going to ask you about the shirt you're wearing because it's probably top secret and we shouldn't be showing it to anybody, right?
Secret. Very secretive.
It's very secretive. So I'm going to ask you a different question.
Okay.
Out of the shirts that were released this weekend, which one were you most excited for?
Honestly, and it's clearly by what's in stock and not in stock at the booth right now, my go-to and my favorite that I was most excited about was the Orlando City Floral. With the oranges, so good.
So
good.
That orange one was super good. Haunted Mansion was good. All the exclusives are good. I'm actually going to put Woody Woodpecker over Moana. That's a hot take.
Whoa, that's a hot take.
It is a hot take. I actually can't wait to see what they do with the Universal license. I'm looking for a Betty Boop black and white.
He's thinking bigger picture here.
I want Betty Boop black and white with one color Betty Boop on it somewhere. Jake, any last words you want to put out there?
When in doubt, cowabunga.
Cowabunga, dude. Love your pizza parties. Love your content. I cannot wait to rock that shirt at the next pizza party.
I'm ready for it to be right here, on your face.
Tiki Turtles is my go-to.
There's going to be a hat.
Oh, spoiler. You heard it here second or third, probably. Here with For the Love of Theme Parks, we got Ryan, one of my favorite content creators out here, but I'm going to give him a couple very tough questions.
Okay.
I did not warm him up. He has no idea what's coming. I could ask him his favorite color, his favorite food. I don't know, but you know what?
No, you're good. You're good.
We're in front of the Roosevelt's booth getting assaulted by the door, but we're actually with the guy with the possum hat, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But let's talk shirts.
Okay.
So, as we all know at the conventions, Roosevelt's does exclusives.
Yes.
For this weekend only, if you had to pick one, which one was the banger? Which is your favorite?
I feel like a lot of people are going to answer the same thing, and that is the Florida Floral that's happening this year. It is so bright and colorful, the perfect shirt for Flower and Garden Festival. But if you're talking favorites, we'll have to wait. When are you putting this out?
Uh-oh. So, this is not a live. So, whatever you say now, which
Whatever I say now?
we don't want to say too loud, but there's not a lot of people around.
We'll see.
There could be something later on in the weekend, and we'll just see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay.
The shirt you're wearing is definitely Universal Classic Cartoon.
Correct.
What other Universal Classic Cartoon shirt would you like to see? I have one on the top of my mind, but what about you?
Oh my god. I mean, it's not Universal. I want more Looney Tunes stuff. It's not Universal.
Yeah, that's okay. Cop out.
If you're talking like Hanna-Barbera is not
Right.
Universal either, but
And
I
they
love
kind
to
of
see
already
stuff
have
like-
them.
Yeah, and that already exists. I mean, you're talking about. I want to. Okay, so this is very specific. It's a Universal cartoon that existed in the parks previously. I want a Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast shirt, which was the ride that used to be at Universal Studios Florida, which is where the Minions ride is now.
That's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
I would have just had Betty Boop. Betty Boop, black and white.
Popeye, yeah, one of those King Features Syndicate cartoons, something weird like that.
All right, and if Ryan was going to design a shirt, what would be like the main theme you'd like to see on a Ryan For the Love of Theme Park shirt?
Well, we talked about this on the drive-in today, just a random whatever, because I know Jake has a shirt that's dropping sometime in the next year.
You guys saw that in our previous interview?
I don't know. I feel like if there was like cartoon versions of me dressed as different type of videos that I've featured recently. So
We all want to see Ryan in one of those wrestling outfits.
Yeah, so
maybe like the Ultimate Warrior.
Like a steel chair, Ryan, and like maybe me dressed like cosplaying as like Dreamfinder from the old Figment ride.
Oh, Dreamfinder would be amazing. You might have to dye your beard.
Oh yeah. Well, listen. I gotta grow the beard out too. We'll see. But yeah, I think something like that would be a fun idea. But as of right now, nothing's planned. I'm chilling, and I'm here to wear the shirts that I do love. All the fandom, share the fandom. That's kind of, I know you guys talk about that a lot on here. So.
Yeah, the fandom stuff. I got one of my favorite D23 shirts on from last year, the color palette.
Oh, yeah.
I love the color palette of Woody Woodpecker. Ryan, as always, enjoy your content, enjoy talking with you, enjoy catching up. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Later. We're checking out the Mr. Morrow meetup at the Tin Roof over at Icon Park, right next to the Big Wheel. It's a beautiful day in Central Florida. And there's a Tin Roof entrance, or at least one of them. So just a little peek of the Mr. Morrow meetup. This is a pretty big insider gathering. These are all Roosevelt insiders. So we kind of left Megacon just to kind of check this out. A little peek of everybody. Free drinks, free food, and just a lot of fun. So we're at the Mr. Morrow meetup, and no, this is not Mr. Morrow. We already interviewed him a couple of videos ago. This is better. Nate, if you happen to stumble across this video by accident, you heard it here, right? All right.
I said it, so not him. Don't blame him.
I agreed, though. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
So this is right down Main Street. Y'all know her. Y'all love her for her honest food reviews. Watch her stuff. It's freaking hilarious. If you want to know about espresso martinis, that's your person.
I'm your girl.
But I'm going to throw her a curveball here. I'm going to ask her to become a Disney food Imagineer. That's not a title. It should be. And they should hire her maybe to do this. But I want to know, if you could design your favorite Disney snack, what would that design be? And it can actually be anything you want. You want to throw some alcohol in that baby? Some churros? Some made-up food we never heard of? What do you think you would do?
I think about this quite often because obviously I eat a ton of food around the Disney parks, and I'm always thinking of how they can make things better, change things, improve things, add new things. So I have a lot of answers, but the one that's sticking out to me right now is regarding like breakfast. I feel like Disney World doesn't have enough breakfast options in the parks, especially at the quick service restaurants. If you go to Disneyland, there's breakfast at literally like every kiosk, every quick service restaurant. It's all really good, unique stuff. So I'd like to see more breakfast stuff, specifically when it comes to the spring rolls, the cheeseburger spring rolls over in Magic Kingdom. Why don't we have a breakfast spring roll? Like a bacon, egg, and cheese spring roll, a sausage, egg, and cheese spring roll. Doesn't that sound amazing?
I can see that totally as something. If it was going to be my version of a spring roll, I would probably, so I want the same wrap as a spring roll. Inside, I want a sausage, and I might throw a little maple syrup in there.
That would be good too.
I would like
like
that.
A little maple syrup dunk.
Ooh, there we go.
There's so many things they could do, and I would love to see new spring roll flavors, specifically breakfast ones.
That's a solid answer, and I got to tell you a complaint that me and Emma, my wife, have about breakfast at Disney World or even Disneyland. We're not rope droppers, so we do not get any of the breakfast foods unless we're covering them on the channel. And yeah, we walk in around noon. I mean, I don't expect breakfast at noon, but can we at least have something till 11 or 11:30, even just a little bit? All right, one more food question. Okay, let's bring it back to real food. So y'all know what my favorite snack is, but I'm going to remind you. Popcorn is my #1 snack. That's my #1 go-to. It's got a lot of nostalgia because of my parents. My mom makes the best microwave popcorn, but when I was growing up, she did the stove thing. A lot of butter. My mom's the queen of making popcorn. But what is your favorite snack? I know it's been on multiple of your videos, but what is it?
Favorite Disney snack?
Don't say churro, please.
My favorite, can I say the Jolly Holiday Combo from Disneyland? Does that count?
That is awesome.
Churro toffee from Disneyland. A lot of these answers are from Disneyland because they just have such good food.
So I always tell people, if you've not been to Disneyland and you're a Disney park enthusiast, make the trip. Get to Disneyland. Disneyland is greater than the Magic Kingdom.
Agreed.
And when I say that, I don't mean Disneyland's better than Disney World. That is a different conversation for another video.
Whole resort.
Exactly, the whole resort. Christian, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't checked her out, right down Main Street. Thank you.
Thanks.
We got some of the cosplayers up here, which are always fun to look at. And then sometimes we even find some creepy people just kind of chilling. Sometimes you see a Michael Myers in the crowd just stalking people. You know what? Sometimes you see 2 Michael Myers creeping out people. Little creepies looking at us. I am Groot. There's Raphael.
That's pretty cool, but it looks like the
It's a cool one. Raphael here. We got to find their other three now. I'm sure they're partying over in the pizza court. Go get your pizza.
You get your pizza.
I love this look. Look at that. I can't even get all the hair in there. I got to go way up high. You look phenomenal. Thank you. I think I got Art the Clown over here. You being good so far? That's about what I expected. Hey, here we are with Oscar the Grouch live on the floor. You got anything to say to me? Okay, I was told to scram, so anyways, I'm going to show you my sad face. I got told to scram by Oscar the Grouch. Kind of epic. You guys know we're a theme park channel first and foremost, and we do a lot of Disney coverage and a lot of Universal, but Hall of Scream at SeaWorld is also worth the price of admission. We've done it a couple times. They're going to be celebrating 5 years this year. Definitely suggest checking it out. And they got a massive, big, nice prop here at Megacon. Found a pretty cool booth here called Alchemy and Artistry. Want to take you around the booth a little bit. I was just talking to Stacy, one of the artists here. I'm going to show you my favorite. We zoom in, So I'll take you guys around the booth a little bit. Also got Sam over here. You can kind of subtly see some pop cultures in these when you start looking at them, right? Little oogie boogie. Yeah. If you're into kind of cool stuff, you might know who that might be. But how about this one? Very awesome stuff at this booth. So we always stop by Jimmy Mulligan's booth and check out the show exclusive at Megacon. By the time I edit this and get it out though, it's definitely going to be long gone, but at least you guys can see it all captured here. And here's Mr. Mulligan himself. Say hi. Always love stopping by Jimmy's booth. You guys got to check him out. If you haven't, what are you doing with your life? Check him out. As always, you can find him with this. That wraps up our Megacon 2025 coverage. Hope you enjoyed it. Kind of stepped out of our theme park element and brought you a lot of Megacon show floor, some cosplays, interviewed a couple artist tables, some of our favorite content creators. If you like this content and other stuff, give us a like, subscribe, and also share. We appreciate it all. And now we'll go back to our theme park content. Hope you enjoyed the little pop culture side adventure that we did. Until next time, from Disney Kinda Life.